Hi there, everyone. This is Bic Benedict. This is the Delos landing, the part we saw in the demo from last year at E3, the E3 2012 demo of this game. So this is definitely my favorite part of the game. We have the goat here, the satyr, and he's going to summon some lackeys before he actually jumps down, so you've got to kill these guys, these three guys first, and then the guy will jump down, and then he will summon more lackeys. So this is just beautiful. It's gorgeous here. I love this battle. Probably took me an hour, but that was because it wasn't because I was struggling. Just let me tell you that. It was just because I wanted to just get this perfect, and I wanted to do a lot of moves and just have fun. That's another reason why this guide, it might not be out, within... I'm trying to get it out fast. It's just that I know other people have done it before, and I just don't like to think of it as a race, and I don't. So that's why I just prefer quality to having it done in an exceptionally speedy manner. Plus, I don't move on to a different part until I am confident that I've done everything the way I want to do it, and that I've explored sufficiently, so I won't be missing any chests. So I'm a little backlogged, and I'm doing a couple of videos in succession with with voiceovers. So there may be more than three guys here that spawn here, but I know there's three that spawn originally. So like I said, I'm a couple chapters ahead of myself right here, and I honestly don't know if there's possible. I mean, if you don't grind for orbs there's two sections I know of where you can completely manipulate the whole system. When they're having you test out the amulet of Ouroboros, and also when you're testing out the Orcos, the stone of Orcos, because those enemies, they never stop spawning until you actually use the weapon they're trying to have you do it. Test out. So, how awesome was that right there? Badass. This game is really good. But I am feeling a little fatigued playing this game. I don't know if it's just because I've been playing it so much, so frequently, or I don't know. But it's not a complaint against the game by any means. Okay, so now we have a couple of guys versus us versus this goat captain here. I don't know why the hell I'm calling them goat captains, but I think a satyr is a goat. I can't help doing that. It's so fun. But anyway, yeah, so I think these guys are the satyr enemies in the game, so definitely not anything you need to be concerned with as far as the satyr is involved, because normally those guys are really tough when they're in groups. So we're getting pretty far into this game, and I honestly don't think that you could buy everything you want to and get that trophy. It's called maxed out or something. I don't think it's possible to get everything upgraded, to tell you the truth, unless you're grinding for orbs, which I'm not doing, since it's completely unnecessary to do so on a game like this. That's not even that hard to begin with. It's just that... there I go again. It's just that that final purchase for the blades costs you 25,000 orbs, and it also costs you 5,000 each to upgrade the amulet and the Orcos stone. So those are upgrades that are pretty much mandatory, in my opinion, if you want to do that trial of Archimedes. So I'm pretty much fine going into the trial with just the blades up to level 5. This flame attack here, I don't even need it up to level 2, but I have it up to level 2. So as long as you have the blades up to level 5, which it's very possible to do that. So the only things I'm probably going to be taking into the trial are the blades. I hate to have to, base everything off the trial, but that's kind of what we're going for here as far as the difficulty modes are concerned. So I'll be going into the trial of Archimedes, I'm pretty sure, with the blades up to level 5, and then the amulet and the Orcos stone, that up to level 2, and that's it. And the flame element up to level 2, but I could have done without that. So this is just breathtaking here. It's just really awesome, especially knowing that I remember watching E3 and Todd Pappy was doing this. He was demonstrating it, and I didn't even know who that guy was now. And back then I didn't know who he was. Now I know who he is because I was recently on his Twitter page looking at people's all the complaints that people are saying about it. Actually, you know what? The majority of people are not telling him to patch that Trial of Archimedes. The majority of people that are going on there, they're trying to make him not patch it because they're true fans. I don't even give a shit. I don't even have a Twitter account. I don't want one. But it was kind of amusing to go on there and look at his stuff. I mean, not just look at what people are saying. So you need to have healed that broken bridge only halfway so you could platform it, and then heal it all the way up here. So a lot of good and fun battles in this stage. So also a couple treasure chests that I missed that I got this time around. When I say missed, I mean that I just missed them on my hard run guide or hard run playthrough. So this just brings back a lot of memories from the demo I saw at E3 of Todd Pappy playing it, and I don't believe there were any QuickTime events when he was playing, so they took him off just to show how cool the game would be without him. Okay, so now we've got a couple of satyrs throwing javelins at us from a distance. I like how you're immune when you throw the last one in your inventory. It's really considerate. You may notice the stone Delos monsters to the left. They're kind of statues. They're going to animate once we go to the next part, and then we're going to be coming back here and fighting those guys. I think they're the lightning elemental Delos monsters. So these guys are shielded enemies, so you've got to break their body armor or, do some strong attacks on these guys. Kind of spam the triangle times 3 here, but I don't really use it that much, so might as well. Also, if you've got as much health and magic as I do now, that's the most you can possibly get. So we're all maxed out in that department. We're just going to be getting orbs. I'm really curious about the whole orb count. I don't know. I honestly don't think I've missed any orb chests or any of those white item chests. So I could be wrong. I'm not saying that I didn't miss anything. I hate when I think that I've got everything and then somebody points it out. I don't hate the person for pointing it out. I just hate the fact that time has passed and then I realize that I missed something. Trust me, I don't hate the people that tell me I missed stuff, because that's fine. I do that occasionally too, but I kind of stopped doing that because I don't like it done on my own, like done to me, but I can't help it. And I don't get mad at people for saying that, but that guy fell off. And I think I got the orbs for that kill. See those orbs coming into me right there? So I didn't miss out on those orbs, thankfully. But, okay, so we cleared those enemies, and now we're going to be instructed to go up there to that section. So we're going to be coming back here. So those monsters to the left are going to have to slay those guys. We're going to get interrupted here, and you're going to need to tap the circle button. It's been a blast playing this game, though. It really has. See, we're back at the same area here. The thing is, it's kind of weird though, that chest. There was a chest over here, and now it's gone. I think the rocks sealed off this particular area here. So here are these guys. You're going to have to face one of these guys on the Trial of Archimedes. So you might as well get used to them. You see that right there? I don't know what's going on exactly. It looks like if you miss a parry, they're going to electrocute you, and it deals pretty good damage. I think that's what happened there. I think it happens again. So if it happens again, I'll definitely be looking at my health bar while I'm talking here to see what happens. But by and large, this game is pretty generous. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying when you can't hit the enemy, like when they're doing their shield attacks right there. I think that was a mistake to take these guys in that direction. I understand. It makes a lot of sense as far as it really is in keeping with the elements, our own elements that we get with our blades. So to see these guys have elemental properties, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm not dissing the game in that respect, but I just, if you know the enemy I'm talking about from God of War 3, they're the stone Delos monsters. They're the guys that were on the Bare Hands trial, and trial number 2 in the trials of Olympus, and they populated the game quite frequently, and they had 2 versions. One of them was the form where they were like a gray. They had like a gray skin to them, and then another form they were in different colors. And then every time you would hit them, it would chip off their. They would have different colors, and it would represent their health. So the more you hit them, they would turn like orange and red. That meant that you were getting to their lower surfaces. It was really cool. But as a new enemy, I don't like them. I really don't like them. It's just that they kind of remind me of the Sirens, how they spam attacks, and nobody likes spammers. It's just the bottom line. Okay, so we're gonna jump up to this platform now, and don't miss the items to the left. I didn't miss these on my first playthrough, so this is my second playthrough of the game actually. So I thought this was really cool. I think there's a couple red treasure boxes plus a white box. Yep. This game it has very good. I think the word is called cinematography. How they make you see just what the game wants you to see. I mean, just what you're supposed to see and no more. That's how they hide a lot of these treasures. It's a trend they started in God of War 1, and it's a really I think they do a better job than most people who make movies. These Hollywood movies, they spend so much making those movies, and they're just garbage. I mean, the majority of movies you see on the trailers on TV, it's just all garbage. Well, I would never want to watch those crappy movies. This is a big budget title, to be sure. Okay, Elephant Man spilling apples. That bastard's spilling all the apples, or pomegranates, whatever they are. They're probably pomegranates, if it's like in the old days. So this guy, we saw this guy in the village of Kura. I think it was video number 5, that half-an-hour-long video that I published a while back. And Todd Pappy also demonstrated this fight here. So we got one Elephant Man, or Elephant Warrior, and these guys are a blast to fight. They really are. There's also an elephant mini game too. This is not it. This is just when you're kind of riding him and then you kind of slam him down. So love doing that move right there. That's completely. It's not really the game's fault. It's my fault, but I'm sure everybody can relate to that misfortune. You don't want to do that attack. Obviously, you really don't even ever want to do that move. So where is the mini game? I think when you slay the enemy, then you do the mini game. So the guy ran out of steam. It's your chance to beat him up. Look at his white club that he's got there. It's pretty cool. These guys are. I like these enemies. They're really fucking cool. Definitely my new favorite enemy for the bestiary. I mean, I have a lot of favorite enemies, but this one is definitely my new one. Wow, the fire really stunned him there. So basically, I'm just what I always do on fights. I just mostly do cancelable attacks. The cancelable attacks are just the square button attacks. The Plume of Prometheus is cancelable. So here he grabbed me, right? And this doesn't deal too much damage to you. And this is not the mini game. This is just him grabbing you. It's the same way when I think there's some more enemies coming up, like some Amazonians or the Centaur, or no, are they the Centaurs? I think maybe those guys, but a lot of really cool fights. This has got to be my favorite level of this entire game. You may be able to parry his stomp too. Try to do that if you want to. There we go. Yeah, I parried his stomp. Yeah, another thing I mentioned that I always forget to say, and it's not really relevant here because this is not a boss battle, but it's the same rules could apply. Like whenever I go to a new encounter that I'm unfamiliar with, like the first thing I ever do when I first get there, is this the game? Yeah, this is the game where you just hit him, and then when the camera moves back like that, or yeah, see how the camera moves back? Then you just got to move the directional button left or right, not the D-pad, the left analog stick. But whenever I come to a fight like this, all I do, like the first time, and it's never anything that's going to be in my guide because it's always like a trial. I'll just come to the enemy and I'll do nothing except I'll stand there and block, and I'll know which attacks are blockable and which aren't, and that tells me pretty much all I need to know about the enemy. And I do that for all the boss battles too. That's all I do, really. And I would definitely recommend that strategy. Just go to the boss, just stand there, hold block. And that's kind of what I do in all games, like Dante's Inferno, Lords of Shadow, Ninja Gaiden too. I just stand there. I see which attacks are blockable. I know which ones aren't, and then I always get killed because I'm getting hit by unblockable attacks at some point. But that's a really good. I just wanted to mention that. I always forget to mention it, but okay. So this was really weird for me the first time I played it, and I didn't want to grab the shield right there. Because you see I have a machete, and it's a lot better than the sword. I don't know why I picked that up, but you know what? You should be able to, like, stake the machete into the ground when, like, you should be able to substitute the weapon. That's what they should do in the next game. If you're listening, Todd Pappy, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. He could be listening for all I know. You should substitute the weapon. Just stake the machete into the ground and then pick up the shield just in case the person doesn't want to get that. So that he could re-pick up the machete. Okay, so we have an Arachnid battle down here, and there's also some of these eggs here, some of these hatchlings here. So there's also a trophy for slowing down 100 of these enemies, doing it 100 times, slowing down them successfully. Yeah, so there's one trophy I'm kind of not sure about. It's that trophy where you get a 1,000-hit combo, and I think a really good magic to use for that one is the lightning magic, but that just kind of goes back to what I was saying before about my uncertainty about whether or not on Titan mode, without grinding for money, if it's possible to get all your items maxed out. That's going to evidence itself by this guide finishing. It's just going to show up. We'll know the answer when this guide's finished and I get to the final boss, and I see my final tally, because it will represent me doing every battle and not grinding for money and getting every single chest and getting all of the items early on, so that the item chests, when I get to them, they're all giving me like from here on out, all the item chests are giving me red orbs. So I think it's a very accurate representation. I've seen a lot of guides. I've been kind of watching them, and some of the IGN guides, they're so inexcusably bad. Like the puzzles, I haven't been looking at them, but like I go onto the IGN page just out of kind of curiosity to see like what they're doing on there, and the people are so fucking stupid on there. They're not commentated. They're just like a guy running around trying to figure it out. They were probably like on the day one trying to figure it out. And like so much time is wasted in those videos, and I just can't help but think like my videos are so much better than that, because I actually care about the editing process, and I care about like not wasting your guys' time. So just bear that in mind. I really put a lot of effort into my guides, and if I'm just screwing around, that's never gonna show up in a final result, because I do a lot of nice editing. And okay. So anyway, now you need to move this platform out of there and move it over to the right, and we're going to be using this as a stepping stone to get up to this higher platform, but then we're going to be moving this lower, this movable platform back to where it was. So get up here and then smash the rusty pipes right there. Then after smashing them, you're going to notice this transitional cutscene, but a moment ago, all I meant was by those IGN sites is that they could do with a lot more conciseness. I bet like 10 minutes of one of the videos I saw, like it was like a 20-minute video or a 25-minute video. I bet like 10 minutes could have been shaved off of that, of the guy just running around not knowing what the hell he's doing. But anyway, put this about right there. It's not going to be able to fit in there right now, so what we're going to need to do is bend time a bit. So move this lever in the direction that I'm moving in, and then you notice that that cogwheel above is going to the right. We're going to be needing to do two things here. First of all, freeze time and then heal this thing right here, and then you're going to get the lever here and keep pushing it, drag it all the way to the left. This is optional, by the way. I'm just going to get some chests that I don't believe I got these in my first run. So first thing, then you push this into the cogwheel to get it stuck, and then it's going to get stuck, and then you just grab onto the handholds here, and then get all these chests up here, plus the letter. 4 chests, that's good. But I know on Chaos mode that it is possible to upgrade all your weapons. I know that for a fact. If you get all the chests, that is. So, yeah, very costly upgrades in this game. And the thing about the other elements is that they're sometimes not really worth it because the magic is on the last level. Anyway, so pull this out now and just let it be, and you're going to get that scene. So we need to move this cogwheel towards us. So get on the lever. Now we're going to be pushing it in the opposite way. So you see how the cogwheel is coming towards us now? That's what we need. And you should get a transitional cutscene over here. Okay, I'm not really sure. Oh, okay. We need to push this back into here and then get the cogwheel stuck once more. And I think this is where the transitional scene is. Once you do the Ouroboros amulet magic. So, so you see how some of these can be really complicated. Okay, so what did I do? It looks like I decayed that chain right there. And now I'm going to pull the lever to this way, and now the cogwheel is coming towards us, and it's going to get stuck there. There's a transitional scene, and because you need it as close as you can, otherwise you'll be getting on the little hand. See that white flashing line right there? The cogwheel won't be close enough for you to grab it. So just jump to the right and then press the R1 button. And then we're almost finished with this level. You want to pick up that club. Picking up that club will enable you to get a trophy up ahead too. I think they put it there for a reason. The trophy is really, I don't understand what it's referring to. I think it just means kill an enemy to death with the club, like get an instant kill with it. I don't know what the trophy's called. I think it's swinger or something like that. But the description it says ring an enemy out with the club. Now, could you be a little bit more specific? Ring an enemy out? I have no idea what that means. Anyway, so, and now we're going over here, and I think don't forget this chest right here. I hope you guys are getting all the chests. It's really important to get all these chests. This might actually be the end of the video. Yeah, okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support of my guide, and best of luck.